Bang! Yeah, 7-1-3, don't step in this league, throwing rocks out the backboard. Living our dream, better dribble to the three, take the shot, here a cash draw. And we don't even care what you say, we ain't scared of the hate, get a win and just laugh more. Stand in the paint, better clear out the way, hit the court with the black force energy. Every single week on a killing spree, you kidding me? You talk about winning with the epitome, you better be talking with peace and we locking the key on them. Know that it's rocking with Ryan and Donte, the drip guy, we beyond the gossip, the topics we talk on a pop and we conquering the obstacles that we cross as a team. Shot from the seats, we the Rockets like Elon. It's the H-Town Rundown. Let's get started right now.
Hello, everybody. This is the H-Town Rundown, Houston Rockets basketball podcast. Thank you guys for joining us today, another Monday afternoon, and coming off of a good feeling from yesterday. 2 comeback wins. I know Donte and AK really excited about that. The H-Town Rundown was going crazy for that Texas win, and then I cannot believe that we kind of came back against Milwaukee, and then just kind of never, look back after a certain point. It was really good to see it. I think that kind of proves why we needed a KD, but we'll get into that later. I got my boy Donte and AK here. Unfortunately, Ryan ain't here, so if y'all got jokes, you better get them out now. What's up, Donte?
Well, that's unfortunate. It's very fortunate.
Of course. Donte, man, it's good to have you on, bro. What's going on?
You said we what'd you say about the comeback again? What you said?
Yeah, I said it was good. It was great. Maybe a little.
I thought you said we nearly came back. We did come back. We came back and won the game.
It was close.
It was close, but hey, we got the job done. I mean, Kevin Durant 7 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, hey, LP closed out the game with the spin move and one shaking Giannis up and stuff like that. But other than that, it was great, man. It was a great day in Houston. So just happy to be excited and happy we 6-3 without even having a true point guard on the team. So, I'm excited.
I'm gonna touch upon that later. That's interesting you say that. I like that though. AK, man, it's good to have you, my brother. What's going on?
Not much, man. I'm just happy we starting the week off with a dub and not an L because we know it's #COB on this side of the globe, bro. So anything that go against that agenda, I'm not for. Point blank, period.
Yep. So that means you got a topic you probably want to bust out later on, but we'll jump onto that.
I might or I might not. Who knows? We're gonna see though. Stay tuned.
So as you guys know, we we did a little bit of preview game for the preview pod last bit for the Dallas Mavs versus Houston, obviously, and game went, I think, worse than expected. I know we got the dub, but this was a game against Dallas Mavericks. They had a good fight. It was 102-110. I think the game was closer than an 8-point game. Obviously, it's something about it. No AD, no Kyrie still, and PJ Washington, out of all people, decided to go off for 29 and 12. But I'm gonna say this before I let Donte take this over. This was one of the games that Klay Thompson actually didn't show up, and I'm so thankful for that fact. Klay Thompson stayed in Golden State, he went 2-9 the whole game, played 18 minutes, and then coach pulled him. And the second they pulled him, the team actually started playing good. It's crazy. That's crazy. Donte, give me your thoughts on this Dallas Mavericks game, and what did you like from it? What did you like that you saw?
Yeah, I say I like. I think again we did get a lot of offensive rebounds. Again, we had 15 offensive rebounds. We did out rebound about 14. But one thing I like when he brought in Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday gave us some energy. He came in, he hit a 3 immediately. He went to the rim. He made a layup. It just seemed like when Reed didn't have it and when Reed couldn't stop nobody on defense, he brought in Aaron Holiday. And it was a moment he subbed out Josh Okogie too. He did sub out Josh Okogie because he was struggling in that game. And he brought in Aaron Holiday, and just like the energy it was more juice on the court. We started getting a little bit better shots. And Kevin Durant, struggling all game, hit two big time 3-point jump shots. Hit 2 big time 3-point jump shots to keep us afloat in the game.
Back to back too.
You know, back to back too, and that kind of kept us pretty much going in. You know, Amin had a great game in that game. He played awesome in that game. One of his better games of the year so far. And again, that's what you need. That's what we get Kevin Durant for, to hit big shots like that down the stretch, you know. And he hit 2 big time threes when he was struggling. I mean, he had some good looks. I just thought he was missing them. He had some open looks, and he hit those two. He hit those 2 looks right there. Now P again was good down the stretch. So, you know, I thought our defense was okay. I thought we stayed in zone too long though. We stayed in zone too long. We should have been when that zone wasn't working, we should have kept playing man, because man was actually we actually played way better in man than zone and stuff like that. So that's how PJ Washington was able to eat and stuff like that, and, you know, get in the paint and stuff. That's why Najee Marshall was finally, you know, who didn't come in the game shooting well. He was able to make threes too. In the zone, you know, creates a lot of scrambling. Everybody got to scramble around and just moving around, but that's part of playing the zone. If you're an offensive player, your offensive coach, you just want to get the zone moving around. That's what the Mavericks was doing a lot. And that's what we tend to do a lot. We seem to have discommunications, backdoor plays still wide open and stuff. People sleeping in the back door. Jabari Smith got caught in the game sleeping.
Got caught lacking, bro.
And that seems to be a trend. So I thought we stayed in the zone pretty much too long until he wait till the last minutes of the fourth quarter to finally go to man and now you have D'Angelo Russell them missing threes and stuff like that because you're more connected and you switching on pick and rolls and stuff. So yeah, that's like I said, he did adjust, but he stayed in zone a little bit too long. But Kevin Durant knocking down those 2 threes, and, you know, Aaron Holiday coming in giving us some energy, and Amin Thompson having a great game that game. So that prepared us to, you know, to the victory.
Here, I'm gonna say this. Jabari, you know, he was out this game. Tyrese started in his place. I liked what I saw from Tyrese. He kind of came alive a little bit, being really disruptive, I guess, is where I'm looking for on their end, right? You know, nice 2 steals and a block. I'm gonna say this though. I said that Amin Thompson was gonna welcome Cooper Flag, and Boa Flag thought he was gonna get that 3 off, and Amin said no. Amin said no, blocked him on the perimeter, and let him be. I felt so happy about that. I was jumping up, man. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, I like Flag, but, you know, it's okay to be a role player. You just gotta know your role, you know, and that was not the shot for you to take. Max Christie, super annoying all game, bro. Super annoying all game, bro. I don't know why he going 3-6 from 3. He got 17 points, 6 assists, 1 turnover, bro. I don't know what was going on with him. And Josh was just having a problem guarding, I guess, in general. I don't know if it was rotations. I don't know if it's the flow of his, you know, the defensive effort he was trying to put in. But I mean, 0-5 as well on the offensive end in 24 minutes. Yikes. Not really great to see. AK, what are your thoughts on this Mavs game before we move on?
Man, I was so annoyed watching that game. I was just like, here we go again with that BS. like, I'm just sitting there watching all this gimmick ball, and I'm just like, bruh, why, bro? Like, Ime, man, please coach these guys. If you got to call a timeout and draw up a play to get somebody open, get somebody freed up, can you? Is it ineptitude, bro? Like, what is it on offense with this guy? Sometimes I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Defensively, I wasn't really too mad about what they tried to do. I mean, PJ Washington was just kind of making them pay for their defensive game plan because Rockets defense, they usually pick somebody to say, all right, you're going to be the one to beat us tonight, not these other guys. PJ Washington was like, all right, cool.
Bro, PJ Washington, like they 3rd, 4th best player on the team. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, PJ Washington said, all right, here's the tails, bro. That's what he said. Yeah. We gambled wrong. But we ended up winning the game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can, you know, be happy about. And then also with Jabari missing, I don't know, like Jabari to me seems like one of them like super duper glue guys, man. Like when he's playing, even if his numbers are not there, when he's on the floor, we just seem to do things a little bit more easily on both ends. Things just make a lot more sense. So, but I'm also a Jabari stan, full disclosure. So maybe this is just my stanism talking.
A little bit biased.
Don't pay too much mind into it. But Yeah, it's one of them junk games like we won last season. You know, you win it on defense, win it on grit, win it on, getting more rebounds than the other team. Yeah, it ain't something that I'm gonna use as an example of how to play moving forward, but it's one of those where you just happy to lead the arena with a dub. I'll leave it at that.
One last thing too, or I guess two last things, right? Free throws that game, horrendous. We missed 10 free throws, went 20 to 30.
Jeez.
Yikes, bro. And then 8 of 29 from 3. Somehow we're still shooting
Oh,
40% as a team.
hold on. Oh, yeah, that's another point that I missed. How many attempts did we take that game?
29. 29.
In 2025, you shouldn't be attempting less than 33s in a game. Really shouldn't be attempting less than 35 if we're being honest. But
Here's the attempts. Here's the attempts for him, right? Just so we've got a better idea, right? Şengün attempted 2, didn't make any. I'm not. He's attempted them. That's what I care about. Tari Eason went 3 of 5. Beautiful. Josh Donut, he went 0 of 3. Amen made a 3. He went 1 of 3. Reed Shepard 1 of 4. Yikes. Jayshawn Tate, for some reason, Jayshawn Tate's still shooting threes in 2025, and he went 0 of 2. Aaron Holiday made that 3, of course. And then
but you gotta stop. You need to stop shooting them down threes, man. See that?
Bro,
that dude gonna come out there and pull, bro. When he get in the game, he gonna come out there.
Bro, he be remembering his days from when he was a leading scorer on the Rockets. He's like, oh yeah, man, I used to. He was not doing it with the shooting, bro. I tell you that 100%. And then Kevin Durant, 2 of 8 from 3. Yikes, right? So just overall a poor shooting night. But then we also only made 8 of our 29 attempts, and we only took 29 attempts. Not great. Again, glad we won this game. 17 turnovers again. We somehow they made more threes than us, but they took 7 more attempts. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at it, and I'm just glad that they didn't get as many free throws as us, because we had 10 more free throws than them, and we only made 7 more than them. We missed. Yeah, we missed 10. It's not great.
We got to do something about that differential. I'm really big on differentials, man.
Yep.
If we're gonna not take that many threes, obviously we're making them at a good clip, right?
Yep.
I still think that's fool's gold. Somewhat, some of it is good because of where we're getting them. We shooting a lot more corner threes than I harped on all last season. However, if we're just gonna shoot 29 and let another team shoot 7 to 10 more than us every game, sometimes it's double digits more. Well, I'm talking 12, 13 more than we shoot. That is too many times we're gonna lose games just because of that alone. Because teams gonna get hot, and our 3-point defense ain't been all that good this season. If we're being real, teams are shooting it at a better clip this season than we allowed last season.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep an eye on.
That's more than just eye test too. That's just what the numbers are saying. I absolutely agree with you. Okay, so let's move it into our 5th win of the season, right? Against the Grizzlies, we ended up winning 124-109. Just constant BTA, unfortunately. Your boy John Morant, again, didn't show up tonight. Just the whole team didn't show up, it looked like, other than Jock Landale. That's kind of about it. Everybody else just kind of sleep. Maybe Kim Spencer, but let's talk about these Rockets, boy. Go ahead, man. Tell us about this Grizzly game, okay? What did you and didn't you like?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know if there's much that we can take from that game, to be honest, because the Grizzlies look like a disoriented, disinterested team. So I'm not sure how much we could really take from it. But I'll say this: the Rockets took care of business like they were supposed to, and beat up on the team they're supposed to beat up on. And I'll never be mad at that. I'll never try to, find reasons to criticize that or whatever. Did what we were supposed to do against the team we were supposed to do it against. I'll say this though. Ja is doing his best to bring his value down so we can bring him into the H-Town for cheap. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't worry, I got my people. We working on it. All right. We got gun ranges that we're gonna get sponsorships for. You know what I'm saying? My cousin got a gun shop. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure we get him a sponsorship over there. We're gonna be cool. All right. All right.
No way, bro. No way. Amen played well in this game, right? He had 27 the game previous, and then he dropped 28, 10, and 7 tonight. This is probably the best game of the season for him overall. Only 2 turnovers, 7 assists. Really good for him. And then he just was solid defensively. Played the most minutes out of the starting 5 with 38, essentially 39 minutes. Took 26 shots. put that in perspective.
Yeah,
That's
that
eight
was
most.
that was. Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
My point on that.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll finish it.
All right. So to my point earlier about us shooting a lot less threes, if a Min Thompson is taking 26 shots, we can almost bank on 100% of them. At least 95% of them is going to be 2-point shots, and most of them is going to be layups or dunks.
Yep.
So, and then he took 26 shots. He had what, 28?
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how, but we got to find out a way to get him to the free throw line. The 3-point shot is still a work in progress, but we got to find a way to get him to the 3-point line because almost a point per shot, like that's. I mean, if you tell me somebody took 26 shots, I'm expecting 30, 40 points, bro.
I'm expecting. You said you took 26. I'm like, oh, bet you had like 33. You know,
because a lot of times, what happens is when you see something like that, that means you were really allowing the defense to dictate that. Because this is how you know you're not allowing a defense to dictate something is when they're not even forced to foul. You're not forcing them to foul you, or you're not getting the shots that you really want like that. I can't think of how many times I've seen somebody take more than 25 shots and not score 30 points. That's just a one little criticism. It's not just a horrible thing. It's not a bad thing. He shot 50%? That game he was 13 to 26, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so 50% ain't bad. But man, we got to get to the free throw line. Like we got to make some of these possessions count more. But it's just a small criticism that I got, man.
Just kind of
not really criticism, but it's just an observation, really.
Yeah, and that's just kind of the way I'm looking at it. Is just not a thing. And then so Amen didn't just take 26 shots. He didn't just take 12 more shots than Şengün, but he took 8 more shots than KD, who didn't have it going on that game as well. 11 points on 18 shots. Yikes! Unlike Kevin Durant, I don't know. It didn't look like it was the defense. He just was missing a lot of shots, bro. I don't know what it was. Maybe staying up at the clubs too late, or hanging out with James Harden somewhere, or maybe he on Call of Duty too late. I don't know what it was, but I was just not a fan of the play that game. Again, taking good shots. You just gotta make it, man. Thankfully, this isn't the 2022 Rockets, so we were still able to pull out a win despite the terrible shooting overall. Again, another solid game from Tari Eason, right? Didn't start off too strong, but finished the game with 4 threes made. Pretty solid. We also have 3 guys with 10 plus rebounds between Capella, Men, and Şengün, combining for 36 rebounds total. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Donte, what are your thoughts on this game before we move on?
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat up Kevin Durant too much. I mean, shots he normally made just didn't go in. But what I did like about him, his box score is ugly. I understand that, but he made the right plays. When they double teamed him, you saw the pass of Amen Thompson on the baseline. He passed out of a lot of double teams and stuff, and then resulting to open shots. So, yes, he missed some shots. Same thing, he missed shots in Dallas. But I can see Kevin Durant. He just making the right plays. He's passing out of the double teams and stuff like that. He's taking what the defense gives him, and he just making the right. He's just playing basketball the right way. So, yes, he's not going to have a great game every night. He's going to miss some shots he normally make, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant, pretty frustrated because he missed shots that he normally will make. And Jabari Smith had 16 points in the game. Josh Okogie, how about the 3 straight threes? To actually, when Memphis was getting right back into it, Josh Okogie hit 3 straight threes, pretty much to put. I can say that was the momentum of the game. They getting back into it. They getting stops on defense. Memphis getting stops. Josh Okogie comes down, hits 3 straight threes right back to back, and the game goes back to 15. Games go back up to 15 all of a sudden. Reed Shepherd came on late. in the game. And Clint Capella played great. I mean, I thought he played good. 10 rebounds, 6 points, did his job. Tari Eason also had 16 points in the game.
4 threes.
Hey, the role players stepped up and did their job. And this is something interesting that I want to go back. The AK did say this, and I think when we was on playback, me and Bishop did say that Memphis is very dysfunctional. They are a team that's ready to blow it up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what he's doing to try to get up out of there. Jaren Jackson Jr. 6 shots, took 6 shots in the game, bro. He took 6 shots in the game, bro. That's weird. That's weird. So that team looked like it's for to blow up. It looked like it's time to Desmond Bain is already gone to Orlando, but it looked like it's time for that team to blow up because this team is disinterested and they look like they don't want to even play together. Ja Morant doing what all he can, to try to get up out of there. He's been less aggressive. He don't shoot like that no more. Turns the ball over, gets in the paint, passes up shots. He's short on floaters when he do takes them, and then he's going out. He's calling out his coaching staff when the public telling him, "What could you do better? What could you do better?" You saying, "Ask the coaching staff." No, sir. The coach,
we're talking about you.
They talking about you.
Hey. This is Dylan Brooks' fault, okay?
Yeah.
You're not bringing him back under any circumstances, remember?
Yeah, he's not even giving effort. He's not even giving effort no more for Memphis. So you can tell he's tired of Memphis right now. You can tell he's ready to get up out of there.
Before we move on to the next game, AK, I'm hearing some rumblings about Ja Morant and Houston. I think I've said my reservations on that. I'm not a fan of it overall, but I think you might be, right? I know you got this Morant agenda, Morant watch. So tell me about this. What's the benefit of getting a Ja Morant guy over here?
Hey man, listen, bro. Like I said, we working on it. One of the things that we're gonna do when we get Ja Morant up in Houston is we're gonna make sure that we get the offense tailored around him and to his strengths, which means we're gonna bring in maybe somebody who used to coach him as an offensive coordinator, and we're gonna get the offense back going. We're gonna play faster. We're not going to depend strictly on offensive rebounds when the offense ain't working the way it needs to. We're not going to be running the most ISOs in the NBA when we don't have a bunch of ISO players on the team. We're not going to do that no more. We're going to run more of a team offense. But in all seriousness, as much as I would like Ja because I'm a Ja guy, it's my guy. I don't trust Ime Udoka with no guards. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't trust him with any guard. Right now he looking like a guard killer. He likes forwards and bigs. He hates guards. That's what it looks like right now. So I'm not necessarily as much. Like I said, it's a personal thing. I just like Ja a lot. Yeah. But speaking as a Rockets fan, being serious, I don't think that's gonna work, bro.
It just doesn't seem like it right now. It's funny that we're talking about trading Ja and whatnot. I never would have thought that Zion would have stayed longer for his team than Ja Morant is possibly going to stay for the Grizzlies. It looked like 2 years ago that Ja was going to be like the stable franchise guy, and then it's just something about that franchise, man. It just stinks, bro. They trade away all the good players.
They have a garbage front office.
Yeah, bro, almost as bad as the Mavs, but we don't gonna touch that.
They worse than the Mavs, bro.
They worse than the Mavs.
Yes, they worse than the Mavs, bro.
I don't know, bro. They traded Luka for what they got now, and yeah.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you this, bro. I have an analogy, bro. This goes for anything in life. Mm-hmm. Listen, if your engine is overheating in your car and you suspect that the radiator is the problem, the mechanic came and tell you, "Hey, look, the radiator is the reason why your engine is overheating." And you replace said radiator with an upgraded radiator, right? And you crank that sumbie up and it's still overheating. Guess what wasn't the problem? The radiator. Yeah. So you sat there, you blame Dylan Brooks for everything that was going wrong with your franchise, and you're not only are you having the same problems, they're worse without him.
They were worse without him.
Yeah, you worse without him. But you were so happy and quick and proud to blame Dylan Brooks. Because everybody was an easy guy to blame because he's, the LeBron stuff and all that.
Man,
now look about to blow it up.
Damn series. Soon as they lost that damn series, they immediately said they weren't bringing them back.
Under any circumstance, I'll never forget that, bro.
Not bringing franchise has ever said that. Nobody's ever said that.
After they lost the series to the Lakers, they literally said they were not bringing them back. Immediately giving them the scapegoat of why they lost.
See what I'm saying? So.
Ja Morant is off the court. Can't be on the court. Can't even stay on the court.
So the radiator wasn't the problem.
Bro, man.
Desmond Bain couldn't even hit the shot. Desmond Bain couldn't even hit a shot in the playoffs. He was good.
Orlando, another one that got that same problem, by the way,
Yeah.
where they always trying to find a new radiator because the engine keep overheating. They on radiator number 2 right now. They went from KCP. KCP gonna fix our shooting problem. He gone. Now you bring in Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain gonna fix our shooting problem. You getting worse and worse. Keep on blaming the radiator, bro. Your engine gonna fry out by the time you figure out what the real problem is.
What a good
That's why I'm
analogy.
big on process. Remember, that's why I'm big on process. You can change the pieces all you want. If you're using them pieces the same way, you get the same problem. Pieces ain't the problem.
Speaking of pieces and doing the same thing and the problem, let's talk about this Spurs game.
Christ Jesus.
Dude, this was so to say it plainly, right? We lost this game 110 to 121. I was unbelievably frustrated all game, right? From the beginning to the very end, right? Shout out Capella. And I was not having it, dude. What kind of coach throws out a defensive scheme, watches it get busted every single play, and then continues to run that same thing, bro? I wanted to slam my head against the wall. I was so pissed. I was so irritated, dude. We kept running this idiotic zone against notable Rockets killers, Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson. Hey, guess what they did? Devin Vassell hit full threes. Now, did he shoot bad overall? Yes. That's not my point. He still hit faux threes, the thing that he does, right? And Keldon Johnson, again, didn't necessarily go off, but you know what he did? We were getting beat at our entire offense is built around getting these offensive rebounds. And guess what? We wasn't getting these damn offensive rebounds, dude. I was watching Keldon Johnson just fly through the air to get these boards. I mean, I don't know what it was. And yes, did we beat them in offensive boards in total? Yes, but it's not about the total number. It was about the time when they were getting these boards. And when they needed a board, they got that damn board. I saw it on Twitter too. You know, we were all, not all of us, but a lot of people were reacting perhaps the same way that I am right now. Just unbelievably frustrating, dude. The way that they beat this zone is how kind of the Warriors beat the zone in the playoffs, is they ran their athletic forwards and had people who have spacing, and they just kept breaking the zone every single time. And instead of trying something else, Ime said, hey, you know what? Adams, go guard Wemby. Why, bro? Josh was doing great on him in the first quarter. Held that man to minus, or in the plus-minus column, minus 18. When Wemby was on the court, he was a minus 18 in the first quarter. Wow. Ended the game at +5. Ended the game 50%. You know, he ended that first quarter with 2 points. Ended the game with 22. Why are we doing? Oh, bro. Unbelievably ridiculous. Donte, take it away, bro.
Man, it was 2 possessions. We got 2 straight steals off Wemby because Tari and Okogie was on him, and they was
on that man like flies on shit, bro.
They were ragdolling him, really pressuring him. He was losing the ball, and the offensive rebounds was a problem. What's that dude name that was going crazy that was start hitting them threes in the fourth quarter? Let me go back and check this dude name, because he hit 3. He did hit 3 after 3 in the fourth.
You talking about Champagne?
Yeah, he hit 3 after 3 in the fourth quarter. He was going crazy in the fourth quarter, and then Keldon Johnson was just flying in, getting offensive rebounds. We didn't want the game more than San Antonio did. San Antonio played like they wanted the game. They got every loose ball. They got every rebound down when they needed to. They got every 50-50 ball. They got every turnover. Again, who are we beating? Who are we beating with 24 turnovers? Give me a good team that we beating with 24 turnovers.
Hey, you know what's funny? The same game plan we had against Wemby, they ran on Kevin Durant. Why didn't they pick that up, bro? What? The third trap. I was like, oh, they're doing what we did against Wemby. The first quarter with Tari, Easton, and Josh. Guess what we didn't fix? Oh my God.
Them boys had 15 steals. They had 15 steals overall. So we were careless with the basketball. I mean, anything San Antonio did, they did what they wanted. I mean, Harrison Barnes knocked down a couple of big threes in the corner. Like we lost the game in that second quarter. Like the end of that second quarter when they went on that 12-0 run, that's when the game was actually lost. Right there, that 12-0 run at the end of the second quarter. That's when at the end of the second quarter, that's when we lost. But they got every 50-50 ball. They got every loose ball. They got every rebound in big time moments. We stopped putting a smaller guard up on Wemby, and he started just hitting outrageous shots. They just outplayed us and wanted it more and outcoached us every way, every aspect of the basketball game. They just wanted it more than we did. We didn't want it more than they did. They wanted it more. They played like they had something to prove. They played, and we didn't want it. We didn't come out to play well. We didn't come out to play.
We had 3 players with 5 fouls as well between Josh, Şengün, and KD. Kevin Durant had as many turnovers as he had field goals made.
Just terrible.
8! Bro, an all-time. It's one thing when you see playmakers get 8 turnovers because they got like 13, 14 assists usually. You know what I mean? Kevin Durant had 8 turnovers. This man had 2 assists. 2 dose. Count them. 2 assists, bro. E-Man, you almost lost your coaching card, and then we beat Milwaukee in great fashion. So I don't know, bro. That was terrible. Another thing before I get to you, AK, the plus minus sheet, bro, looks atrocious, and the numbers don't even show how bad it was, right? KD was a -8. He was worse than a -8, right? He had 24 points on 18 shots. Yeah, I get it. He had 7 out of 7 free throw line. Yes, but the turnovers, bro, you can't do that, right? Jabari played 26 minutes, -19, had 5 points on 6 shots. You know, Şengün, I mean, he did his thing, kind of, you know, 25, 9, and 8. Like, at least you were trying to do something. Şengün had 8 assists, had 3 turnovers, right? At least he was trying to do something, right? I mean, Amen, bro, was you asleep? You hit 2 threes. Thank you. That was about it. You know, -6, -14 for Josh. Now, Josh started to fall off in that third quarter because we switched him on to everybody else instead of Wemby. And that irritated the shit out of me. But you know what? We'll live with it, right? The only person who was mildly awake this game was Reed Sheppard, who went 6 of 10 at 16 points, 4 of 7 from 3, right? When Reed was in, I actually thought we had a chance because at least when they was making a shot, we was making a shot. You took Reed out, and they would score 4 times straight before we even get close to the basket. You know? I don't know. AK, you can go ahead. That's all you
So some of that trapping stuff wasn't really going down like that on KD when Reed Sheppard was in the game. I don't know if y'all noticed. Because when the person supposed to be receiving the ball from that trap is another guy who can put the ball on the floor reliably and score from that, it kind of makes the defense think twice before, you know, gambling like that. Because it's gambling. When you trapping, you gambling. Let's call it what it is. It's a gamble. Because you putting a lot of stress on your back line and your back line and rotations got to be on point when you're going to be doing all that trapping. And they can do that because they got Wemby, who's like 2 people by himself. Not every team has that. So that's one. So Reed Sheppard really thrives in that game. I think we kind of can see like a formula for how to use Reed very well. We started to see a little bit of that against Milwaukee. But yeah, this Spurs game was extremely frustrating, man. The turnovers, man, it's too much, bro. It was too much. You know my thing on turnovers. I'll live with them if you're being aggressive. But those turnovers that KD was committing was like, you're a veteran. You've been in the league since how long ago? You been in the league? Since I was in high school, I think. Yeah, since I was in high school. Like, bro, like, what are you doing? And then it's not even just let me say this: the reads on the passes were not the problem. The passes were just lazy. The passes were lazy.
Or he
to his credit
is the thing.
Yeah.
There are times he's not passing the ball. He getting doubled. Watch the double team come, and then start waving the ball around like you're doing something. It's like
somebody has to come free, bro. Like whenever somebody's double, somebody open. The open person supposed to do one or two things. Either you cut to the rim, depending on where the double is, or you flash open to receive that outlet pass to make the defense recover. And see, this is where I get mad at the coaching staff, because that's a perfect situation that start having some short roll of Men Thompson, and they won't do it. They won't do it. Imagine how devastating that would have been to the Spurs with Amen Thompson going downhill after that trap is set, and you got Amen Thompson with a free run to the basket. Come on, man. How much damage is that going to do? But no, Ime Udoka, nope. If I can't think about it at all, it's not going to happen ever. Why you can't think about it, bro? You got out coached by, I forgot his name down there in San Antonio, who he's actually doing a good job down there. But he's actually coaching.
Yeah. He's doing a good job. Dude, we were going on that run, to your point. We were going on that run a little bit. It's starting to look good for us, not good for the Spurs. Called that timeout. He's yelling at his guys. Wemby's in there, yelling at his guys. They come out the timeout, go to a 9-0 run. We call a timeout. We don't go on a run. Well, yeah, Ime, you yelling at him, but you're not pushing him to do nothing. You stay down. It's your fault.
His adjustments are predictable. Throw in Steven Adams, goes on. What other adjustments does he make?
Like,
not even to speak of schematic adjustments, bro.
Nope.
Like, it's just throwing Steven Adams and goes on. And then play harder. Like, you can't out-tough everybody in the league, man. You can't.
Bro,
talent. Like, let these guys use their talent. You can only tough so much. That tough stuff was last season, bro. Like, you can still be tough and talented at the same time.
AK, I got a stat for you. You're going to love this.
No,
we
I'm
attempted
not.
27 threes, right? The Spurs attempted 45.
What I say about that math problem? All right, bro. Y'all gonna listen.
Another thing, too, was the free throws. Because we've been beating out of everyone on free throws, right? We were doing great on free throws, getting more than everybody else, right? That was kind of like one of our big thing this season was getting as many free throws as possible and making more than the other team, right?
That's why it's important for us to attempt more 3-point shots because you can't control whether or not the whistle blow from the referee. You've got to generate more 3-point shots. Now, I'll say this to be fair. That usually high volume 3-point shooters are usually guys who get it off the dribble.
Yep.
Typically. And we don't necessarily have, outside of Reed Shepherd, we don't really have somebody who's going to come off a quick screen or just dribble themselves into a pull-up 3-point shot. We don't really have that outside of Reed Shepherd. Maybe Aaron Holiday if he's playing, but he's not playing enough to justify that. So, yeah, and I'll say that that's probably where we miss Fred VanVleet more than the whole safe space basketball thing that he does. That's probably where we miss Fred VanVleet the most. But yeah, man, the 3-point stuff it's going to be a reason we lose a playoff series we're not supposed to.
We do not,
because the math doesn't lose.
Right. It's so crazy, right? Revolutionary 3-point attempts per game, right? The Rockets, the innovators, and how many threes trying to get up, right? Using the analytics to their side. Why are we anti-analytics right now? It's like we went reverse. Ime, bro, I need you to. I know you don't have any hair up there, so you can't really think that well, right? You can't keep your thoughts in. But I need you to, bro. I need you to, dude. I need you to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you can do this. Start small, right? Wake up every morning and start making your bed so you can say you did something, you completed a task, and start building these positive things to start doing. Because this offense
is so much better than this, man. I know he is. I've seen him be better than this. It just takes too much to get it out of him. He is way better than this as a coach on offense. He's way better than this. He really is. He just don't make no sense. God.
It is unfortunate.
Y'all gonna have to just let me live right now with his hair.
I'm not judging it, bro. I'm not Ryan. We ain't gonna have to worry about that. It is unfortunate that it took until this next game against the Bucks last night to make any sort of adjustments whatsoever, bro. We did win 122-115, and adjustments were needed, right? And some of the adjustments itself was not even an adjustment. It was just people hitting the shots they've been missing the last 3 games, right? Thank you, Kevin Durant. You showed up tonight. I appreciate it. You got off Call of Duty at 8 p.m. so you could wake up at 4 a.m. and get your workout in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Reed Shepherd, thank you. You showed up back-to-back games and had 10 assists between both games. Thank you, Reed Shepherd, right? Şengün, thank you. I'm going to say this. Y'all saw that move. Şengün told this man, he said, wait. Y'all seen The Matrix, Neo. He said, hold on. And then proceeded to bully Giannis, fake out Giannis. He made Giannis look like a rookie, by the way. Made him look like he was Cooper Flag. Got around him, and then one on Miles Turner, who, by the way, terrible. I feel some type of way because he betrayed, his team he'd been with forever. But this dude can't grab.
Nah, they've been trying to trade him forever. I don't feel bad for them at all. No.
Yeah.
Now they've been trying to give that dude up for a while, man. They've been putting.
Yeah. So no, it's better he had to control this time. He gone. I'd have done the same thing. I ain't mad at him at all. No. It's a business, right? The business go both ways, huh?
Yeah, he knew they were trying to trade him. I'll be gone too.
They wasn't trying to. I'm not gonna. But
they've been trying to trade him for like 2 years, for like 2 or 3 years. Yes, they've been
trying to trade him since his like third season, bro.
They've been trying to get off that dude.
It's more or less just how he. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. Regardless, Miles Turner this night got absolutely punked. Now, did he have 3 blocks? Yeah, I ain't worried about that though, right? Shingun got his M1 on him. That's all that matters. That was all she wrote, right? Giannis, yeah, he had 37. He had. This is what it looks like when you take 25 shots. By the way, yeah, 14 free throws. Only made 9 of them though, right? 64% from the field from the free throw line. Cool. I liked what I was seeing. But we played great.
He can do that, bro. He just need that whistle. That's all.
He can do it. He can completely do it. But yeah, a lot of people showed up tonight. AK, go ahead. AK, go ahead and tell me about this Milwaukee game, and then we'll get to you.
It was kind of frustrating up until a certain point. I think this is where this is why I say Ime Udoka has got it in him. He's a better offensive coach than he does sometimes. Sometimes I just think he gets a little bit too lazy and depends too much on the guys on the floor to figure it out. Sometimes you got to push them to figure it out in a different way. Phil Jackson was really good at that. Hell, Popovich was really good at that. This is what he did. All Ime Udoka did was like, all right, cool. We're going to simplify the offense in a good way, not in a bad way. Hey, we're running every action through KD and Şengün, period. Bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket ensued after that because now you're forcing the defense to pick and choose because you want to double one. You can't double both. You leave one person open. You can't leave 2 people open. All right. So now the 2-man game started to work in our favor. It started to look good. And I mean, the guys started eating, and they was eating big. Reed Shepherd. By the way, I know we said this offline, but Reed Shepherd looked pretty good with the starters for the short time he was in there with them. He looked pretty good. Not saying he should start, but he looked pretty good. So that's something we could probably tap into a little bit more. We'll probably see that a little bit more through the season. Another guy I want to kind of shout out is Steven Adams is not fair, bro. When he's coming off the bench, when he's a starter, he's not being used right. But when he's coming off the bench, it's like trying to guard a Mack truck with a Corvette, bro. You can't do nothing with that. You can't do nothing with it. You can't do nothing with him. He's too big. He's gonna get every rebound. He may not get every putback and touches and what it used to be, but he's just so much of a load, bro. Especially when coming off the bench. And that zone that we use, overly used, we need to stop doing it too much. There's a time to do it. There's a time to do it. But we lead the league in zone defense right now. And we don't even have – it's not even good. The numbers aren't even good, bro. So I know we're doing it to kind of protect Steven Adams and Reed Shepherd. But a little less of that, make them man up. Like, come on. Throw out a little bit more of a traditional NBA scheme. Zone defense is just – it's a junk defense to throw out there from time to time. If you got to double and trap people when Adams and Shepherd are on the floor together, then do that. You got the athletes to be able to pull this off. You always got somebody long on the back end to be able to help if somebody beats the trap. So I mean that's just my thoughts on that game. I thought up until the fourth quarter I was frustrated. The fourth quarter made me happy. 40-30 in the fourth. I ain't gonna complain about that. Barry had a piss poor game for a little bit. Just kind of being a little silly. He guarded Giannis pretty decent, but he was just up and down. that game. But somehow he was plus 25, which led the team. I don't understand.
Dude, yeah. Like you said, Jabari didn't have a great game, but some of the shots he was hitting, I was like, damn, like, why
Yeah,
can't
he was impactful. I'll say that he was impactful.
Yeah. I'm looking like, why can't he hit that catch and shoot? But then he gonna do this double tween pull up. Why are you playing 2K out here, bro? Don't be doing all that. Hit the basic shots. I'd rather you make the basic shots and miss your stupid ass whatever. But you made them. You made them, and I'm glad.
I'm happy that he took 9 threes though. Somebody got to come along with him because the next closest person was
Reed.
5. No, Reed Shepard was 6. It only took 6. Yeah.
Yep.
We need 2 people that can take 8+ threes. We need 2 people at least, bro. One person isn't enough. Yeah, consistently.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you're looking at it like KD had, oh my gosh, he had 31, 7 assists. You know, he looked good out there. Hit his free throws. Oh, he only took 2 threes. You know, I think there was a problem that you and I all of us talked about on the pod was about losing Jalen and losing Dylan was the volume of 3 points.
And Fred being hurt.
Oh my God. Yes, and Fred being hurt. Bro, like we're not taking that many, right? And after saying all that, we still only took 26 threes. Why? Now to be fair, the Bucks only took 29. Right? So
they got the same problem we got.
It just, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they got the same problem we got. Oh, kind of, sorta to the 3-point shooting point.
Okay.
I just think we played too many non-shooters together at the same time.
Who'd have thought?
Like the double big with Amen Thompson. You're really being unfair to Amen Thompson. It's almost like you hate him when you're doing that.
Yeah.
That's not cool, bro.
He said hate him. Yeah, bro. It's a problem, low key. Yeah. Donte, what are your thoughts on this Milwaukee game before we move on?
Yeah, I mean Jabari he had a piss poor game, but he had a big time shot in the fourth quarter. Give us the lead.
Did.
He gave us the lead with a big time shot. So that dude has some clutch gene in him, bro. He does have the ability to make shots.
Big shot Barry.
Big time shots though. And he played Giannis pretty tough. It's like Giannis is like a goddamn freight train, bro. It's just hard to stop him from getting anywhere in the paint. And he put them 2 long ass feet up on you right there, and in the paint is over. You might well just call it a done deal. You got to load up the paint. I thought the Rockets late in the game done a good job of doing that and sending bodies at him. Reed Shepard played a hell of a game, bro. I mean, yeah, man, I think he ripped Giannis on one play. It was one play. He got a steal. He dived on the floor and he threw it to Tyrese and right off his behind.
Yeah.
Right off his behind. Then he got another steal in the backcourt. He got another steal, which resulted in his own 3. He played a big time. He played some huge minutes. And Steven Adams, just like AK said, bro, like if he's in the paint, that is on foul. That man probably have the most what you call those type of loose ball fouls, like off a rebound, like when you trying to box him out and stuff. Yeah. You probably got the most of those fouls in the league because golly, it's just hard to block him out. Then he's setting screens, you get open. I thought Kevin Durant, like the Bucks didn't even double him like that last game. Like, and they didn't even double him. They took their chances and he just took advantage and he ate them up pretty much. And Alp just finished, just pretty much finished. Him and Alp it was amazing to see them guys finish, bro. See them guys finish the game. It was just amazing, bro. Thompson had a big 3-point play in the game to cut it within 5. He had a big time 3-point play in that game as well. But other than that, pretty much proud of the way we played defense down the stretch. We loaded up on Giannis pretty much. He was missing free throws too, so he was kind of wearing down a little bit. But Reed Shepard played a hell of a game, and Jabari Smith. I mean, again, he struggled, but he hit the shot to put us up. I mean, and we never kind of look bad. He hit the time to put us up.
That's all that mattered, to be honest.
And that's all that matters. That's all.
Yeah. He showed up when you needed him the most.
Yeah, and that's good to see a guy that showed up when we needed him the most. So again, man, the players played great down the stretch. Played awesome down the stretch. Defense was pretty good down the stretch. And Giannis, I mean, he got his 37. But again, man, he put them 2 feet in the paint, bro. It's just hard to stop him, period. You just might well call it a day and stop him, period. Boy, and then he come into you He dribbling the ball, he running at you and stuff like that, and you got him bumping in your chest and stuff like that. That's hard to stop. And too much you can do. All you gotta do is just show bodies, and that's what the Rockets did down the stretch, and it kind of wore him out.
Yeah, 100%. That's kind of, it's just a stamina game at the end of the day. But like the thing is too is like, yeah, he's gonna get that too. That's fine, because a few of those plays he'd get the 2, boom, Jabari hitting a 3. He get a 2, boom, Reed Shepherd just got back-to-back 3s, right? You can have as many 2s as you want as long as we making 3s. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, whatever.
Now, Giannis coming down the court and getting in the paint. That's kind of like a prime Derrick Henry running full speed at you, running full speed.
That's a good comparison, boy. That is a good comparison.
Tackle him. You just trying to tackle him. No damn way you're gonna get ran over if you try to tackle a prime Derrick Henry heads on. That's how Giannis is. Like when he fast breaking on, when he like facing up, especially when he facing up on you, and you know it just takes 2 steps for him to literally get in the paint, and he putting that body on you full speed, trying to run into you and draw contact. You might well call it a day.
Yeah, he just a load, bro. I'm sure he got like the most drug tests of anybody in the NBA. You gotta check him, dog, because if he doing the needle dance, bro, every week, I wouldn't be surprised, man. The way he be throwing people around, bro, and just here's my only thing about Giannis, and this is not necessarily his fault, but that brother, I can't remember the first time I can't remember seeing him ever even getting called for a charge.
For real.
Yep.
I watched a bunch of games, bro.
That dude is a Super Saiyan God. He got long arms too, bro. And that's like unfair, bro. He can just rise and dunk on you just easy like he did a Man Thompson. Like he is literally 2 of our guys in the paint, and he just getting a rebound. He just rising up and just dunking on him. Just dunking on him.
They lost, right? They lost by 11. He was a 0. He was a +/-0 while he was on the court. So
yeah.
I mean, when you lose by double digits and your plus-minus is a 0 or positive, you really impact. You did everything you could to win that game. Your teammates let you down, right? Something that was really great was he averages 13 rebounds a game. We held him to 8, right? Like, yeah, he got his couple offensive boards to do his thing, yeah, but we were impactful enough to keep him out and be able to secure some boards, which I think that was a very great strategy, right? And some of that was double big. Some of that was also just our guys staying, like, packing the paint just to get the boards, right? Tari Eason, right? Click Capella for a few minutes there, right? Ray Shepard even had a good board that he snagged too, you know. Then obviously Şengün, he had a phenomenal game. Again, what a great way to close out too, right? Like Giannis low-key looked like he was trying to foul Şengün, and he just couldn't do it, bro. Şengün just completely danced around him. And that, my friends, is how you beat your rivals, man. Just did everything you're supposed to do, did your thing. And honestly, another get back, right? Because I know the Greek fans, they wanted that win because of how they lost to Şengün overseas, right? During YoBasket. And unfortunately, they didn't get it. All right, Şengün was too good, did his thing, sent him home. You know, hopefully that continues. Now, we do play the Washington Wizards next, right? That's going to be interesting. You know, we play them Wednesday. Cam Whitmore, it's going to be his homecoming game. And if anybody's been looking at Washington Wizards Twitter, which I didn't know they had a fan base, they are not happy. They are not happy with Cam Whitmore at all, bro.
You see what happened when you open up your goddamn mouth? You see what happened?
I knew you was going to go there, dog. God, dog. Hey, listen, bro.
Yeah,
on behalf of Cam Whitmore FC, listen. We gonna be fine. We just need to be coached up a little bit. All right, bro. We gonna be fine in time. We just got back home. We from the area, bro. Like, we got some chicks that want to see us hoop. Family want to see us hoop. So sometimes I might take a little extra, selfish shots here and there. But don't just give me some time. I'm gonna be good. All right. On behalf of Cam Whitmore FC, bro. Jeez, y'all be tripping.
When you run your mouth so much, you see that? It's gonna get you right there.
You know what I mean?
He's proving all of that pre-draft stuff right, and that's not.
Yeah,
that's not what you want to do. He's doing it in a bad way. Like, again, we switched radiator, and your engine's still overheating, Cam. So it's not Udoka, right?
Yep.
It's not Udoka this time. Nah, I'm not gonna be unfair to Udoka. That is what it is. I know we're gonna log off, but there's a couple of stats I just kind of want people to look at real quick. Well, I'm not going to share my screen or nothing, but keep
Before,
an eye on these two stats. No, go ahead.
before you get into it, Cam Whitmore, right? In 10 games so far, just because we're talking about it, 10 games so far, putting up 15 minutes a game on this Wizards team. Yikes. Averages 8 points a game on 43, 36, and 67% from the field, right? He averages career low, half an assist a game. Yeah.
Hey, was he getting more minutes than that in Houston, Preston?
Yep. His rookie year and his second year, he got more
But
minutes.
you're ungrateful. But you want to be sit up there and run your mouth and be ungrateful. Okay, and you can't get minutes on the bad.
I just need more minutes, and you got to ask coach about that one. Gets put in the starting lineup against Boston. What do you do? Nothing. All right. Anyway, you got some stats. Go ahead, share with us, AK.
This is one of them things where I got to get on you dog ass about. The Rockets are number one in isolation possessions, frequency, and in possessions. They're number one, right? If you're gonna be number one in a certain play type, where should you rank at how effective you are? Where should you rank?
Probably top 5, I would say. If that's your number one thing, probably up there.
Bottom 7. We are 7th worst in isolation, but we run it the most in the league. That's a problem.
23rd in the league.
It's not like we got prime James Harden on the team like the Clippers do. The Clippers are second, and they got old James Harden. So that's
they got Bradley Beal.
And Chris Paul. Don't say that name around me no more, bro. Like, that guy, his game is ugly. It's nasty. He need to retire. But anyway, so that's one stat, right? Now, I know everybody is happy about Rockets being number one in offensive rating and this and that. If I'm correct on this, the offensive rating doesn't take into account this. What it does take into account is things that it probably shouldn't. One of the things it takes into account is, okay, let me say it like this. So every rebounder does not equal a possession. Every offensive, if you go points per shot, that's different. But offensive rebound is just the possession. So whether you get a stop or the other, or you just get the ball back and it doesn't switch hands. That's one possession. You can get 5 offensive rebounds and still count as one possession. The reason I bring that up is because if I asked you, as much as we're number one in offensive rating, if I asked you where we rank in total possessions in the league, what would you say we rank at?
It's a good question. I don't know. I'd probably say math is saying we should be upper. I know we're not, but I'm gonna go with my original answer, top 4.
Bottom 5 in total possessions.
Say that number again.
We are bottom 5. We are 5th. We're 5th worst. We have the 5th least amount of offensive possessions in the league.
Wow.
But we're number one in offensive rating, so our points per 100 possessions is really good. Let me see if I can pull that up right quick. Our points per 100 possessions. Hold on. Okay, now I gotta let me go to a different screen.
Points per possession.
Points per possession. We're like at one. We really up there.
We 0.82.
Points per possession. No, we should be number one in the league with a bullet.
Nope. Points per possession 0.82.
Offensive point. Hold on. Let me. Must have.
Now I'm looking up. Now I'm not looking up. I'm looking up by play specific, right? Going off play type.
Because points. All right. So Pete, this points per 100 possessions. We 121. So we should be like it should be 1.12. It should be 1.21 points per possession. That's what it should be.
Yeah. That's
what it should be, because if we're 121.7 per 100 possessions, just move 2 zeros, move decimal,
right,
2 points left. So yeah, so we really 1.21 per possession.
But
per shot, that's different. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Like I said, I was going off of our play type, right? Because you mentioned ISO.
Oh, the ISO. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. We terrible. We terrible with that. We're terrible at ISO, and we shouldn't be running it that frequently. Even if you're gonna run it a lot, we shouldn't be running it a lot. We shouldn't be number one.
We also have a 12.1 turnover frequency percentage. Not good at all.
Yeah, I think in time that'll come down because some of the turnovers is not. These are chemistry turnovers that we're dealing with, bro. All right, that's just my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, those are things that can get cleaned up. It's not. It's some of the carelessness from when they blitzing Kevin Durant. It's some of Alp shouldn't go sometimes, being a little aloof with the ball with the handle because he want to tween, hezzy, over people. I get it, bro. You handle nice for a big man. I get it. But just put your head down, get to the rack, and get to the free throw line, please. That's what you can do.
Do what you do best.
Right. Sorry to take up the time with them stats, but that's just a preview because I'm gonna do a 10-game wrap up on some of these stats that I've been monitoring, and then we're gonna do a Rockets round robin, and we're gonna have a little panel. We're gonna go through some of these 10+ game stats.
Mm-hmm. Everyone,
some of it is cap, bro. There's a lot of cap with these stats.
Yep. Make sure we stay tuned, guys. This has been the H-Town Rundown, Houston Rockets basketball podcast. Thank you guys for staying today. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, H-Town Rundown on YouTube. I know we're not playing right now. Shout out our boy who runs the playback. We got a problem, though. But we got to figure it out. We're going to be good. Make sure you follow the new H-Town Rundown X account on at the THEHTRD, the HTRD. Make sure you check that out. Donte, my boy, it's always a blast having you on, man. And we finally got something to smile about. Hopefully we whooped the absolute out of the Wizards. But what's going on? And why am I saying what's going on? Like we're here. We're trying to get out of here. Where can we find you, Donte?
Find me on X at Coach Donte 5. Find me on Instagram, Coach Donte 5. Find me right here on H-Town Rundown. My guys, Press, my guy AK Infinity, and Ryan, who we got missing today. He on vacation a little bit, so y'all. But other than that, y'all find me everywhere, man. Y'all can find me everywhere. It's a great day to be a Houston fan all over. And again, also Reed took a couple of ankles yesterday, man. If y'all didn't see it,
oh yeah,
the Cole Anthony ankles must be still left in on that court over there, boy. Oh my goodness.
Hey, not as bad as Josh Giddey got crossed. Y'all saw that, right?
Oh man, he
got hurt.
He literally got hurt off there.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Daniel Johnson put that boy in a blender.
Yeah, boy. AK, man, it's always a pleasure talking ball. He even getting his hair done. This guy's so loyal. He getting his hair done, and he still jumped on the show with camera, by the way. AK, where can we find you?
Yeah, y'all can find me on Twitter /X at AKinfinity_VVS. Also on YouTube at the Rockets Propaganda channel, Rockets Round Robin channel, H-Town Rundown channel. Also on TikTok at Rockets.propaganda. I'm all over the place, man. I ain't as frequent as I used to be because I'm busy. I have a life. I'm sorry for that. But when I post stuff, it be heat. So go over there, subscribe. Quit being a hater your whole life. Unless your life's short, then do whatever you want.
Shout out Ryan. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This has been the H-Town Rundown Houston Rockets basketball podcast. And hopefully next time we convene, we got more good news. 6-3 right now. We sitting at 5th in the West. It's looking like it's going to be another tightly contested year. So all these wins count. Let's stop losing damn games. All right, we can still win. We can still go 79-3. It's possible. It's possible. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Let's get out of here.